Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. Cande coming back at some point, just taking a hiatus, little break. She needed some time, her and Brian, enjoying life a little bit, and we'll see her soon, I'm sure of it. Talk to her all the time. She's doing great. Everything wonderful in her world. We do have an unsettled weather system here upon us the next couple of days. About 58, cloudy, rainy, on and off. Tomorrow, 60. Starts with rain, then maybe some sun. The weather not as bad as down south. I know some of my friends in Nashville were bracing last night for heavy thunderstorms, possible tornadoes. Not sure exactly what took place down there over the last 24 hours, but it's still going on. So we wish them well, for sure. So be thankful. We just got, some gray clouds, gray skies, and some rain here. Not as bad as some other places in the country. All right, so what 80s style is making a comeback? Shoulder pads are fashionable again. The Financial Times, just a big story. Vogue recently covered the trend as well. Popular for women in the 80s who wanted to seem hip and metropolitan, like, you know what movie I always think of with that? The Secret of My Success, Michael J. Fox. What an underrated film. We all remember it, right? Core memory, I just brought it back for you. Secret of My Success, Michael J. Fox, incredible film, never talked about, one of the best of that time. When I think of shoulder pads and trying to look fancy and all that, I don't know, I think of that for some reason. So now, suits, blazers, blouses, big shoulder pads showing up in stores. How long will it last? Will it have staying power? People think it's hip again. So, yeah, if you see people walking down the street with the shoulder pads, don't laugh. It is a new fashion trend. And then, of course, there are positives and negatives to cashless society, right? One of the negatives, you show up at an arena, right? That's the big spot. You go to an arena and nobody takes cash anymore. I would think at this point, every arena, stadium, certainly in the tri-state area, it is cashless. UBS, Madison Square Garden, you name it. I went to Radio City last week to see Megan Maroney, cashless. So that's happening, right? But it's also helping save our children. Fewer children are swallowing and choking on coins. And that it's a real thing. The study looked at hospital data from 2000 to 2022 and found that since 2012, there's been a significant decline in kids requiring procedures to remove objects such as coins from their throats, noses, airways, and it's ever since contactless and cashless payments started to gain traction. The swallowing incidents in the data weren't just coins, but coins were common, and in some cases the most common. 75% of the foreign bodies swallowed by kids under 6 years old were coins because of their thin, round shape and easy accessibility. And now, because of a cashless society that we're moving towards, less coins, less choking. Look, I don't have young kids like that, but I will even say that the rare couple of times that I use cash in a store, if I get a couple of coins back, a little bit of change, some pennies, a dime or two, right? Many times I will just leave it there. They have a little dish, leave it for the next person. We don't want to be carrying coins anymore, right? We're over it as we move towards this cashless system everywhere. So that is a real thing, and actually great news that we are saving children with our cashless society. National days, it's National Film Score Day. Big shout out to all the people who create the music for your favorite movies. Obviously, the most famous is John Williams, who created the music for so many classic films. It's National Find a Rainbow Day. That's interesting. You might be able to find one today because this could be foggy, cloudy, a little bit of rain, and then we might get a peak of sunshine. Tomorrow looks like we might get that rainbow situation also with the forecast. So find a rainbow day if you can. It's National Chocolate Mousse Day. I remember, my favorite, I would always have chocolate mousse after our meal at Artie's Warehouse. I know I've discussed this before. As a matter of fact, I think DJ Deuce then sent me a book of matches or something. He sent me a picture, and then I'm trying to recall in my memory. So we talked about this, and then I got a book of matches from him. Right, he'll tell me. I'm sure he's listening, and he will tell me the story because it was very thoughtful. But yeah, that was part of my youth. Artie's Warehouse, and I want to say was it Brooklyn or Manhattan? I don't know. But we'd have chocolate mousse for dessert. National Chocolate Mousse Day, National Tweed Day. All right, is that still in style? Maybe. And National Burrito Day. Okay, Mose, I'm looking at you, Mose. I'll be there. For National Burrito Day. Some good news. Let's round out your morning. A 16-year-old in Cleveland, Tyler Soden, saved a woman and 2 kids from a house fire Friday, grabbed a ladder, got them all down off the roof. One of the kids was a 10-month-old baby. Tyler's dad wasn't home when it happened. He told a reporter he's proud of his son for stepping up. Wow. A small community near Minneapolis has been invaded by dozens of bald eagles. But no one's complaining. They think it's great. State officials say bald eagle numbers in general have been rising in the last couple of years. And a mom in Pennsylvania saw a guy signing books at a Barnes & Noble, and there was nobody there. Nobody lined up at his table. And she posted a video of him on TikTok. His name is Jonathan Stanley, and the book is called Purposeful Performance, The Secret Mix of Connecting, Leading, and Succeeding. He lost his job a while back, and says he poured his heart into writing the book, hoping to help just one person. The woman who posted the video did not have a lot of followers, but somehow it went viral, and overnight, he's gone from a complete unknown to a bestseller. He is number 9 on Amazon's bestseller list. Well done. That's incredible. And that does it. Out the door, here till 10 with great music, but 9 to 10. Very music intensive. Then Jim O'Brien, Murph Dog, Jay Letterman, and Elena with special guest Low Cash all week, 8 to midnight. Enjoy the next couple of days. Even though the weather is a little dicey, it's still going to be close to 60, right? So you get a little rain, a little cloud, peak of sunshine, kind of on and off here the next few days. But at least the temperature's up and around 60. Phathead and Cande, My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.